I have been working out for a couple of years and managed to transform my body from looking like this to now looking like this. During this time, I have figured out 3 key pillars that you need to have if you want to get in shape. So in this video, I'm going to share them with you so you can just learn from my mistakes and get way faster results. The first pillar you need is a strong reason why. You know, ever since I was growing up, I had always been overweight. I didn't get a lot of attention in school, and I was mostly the person, who just blended in with everyone else. Like, the last thing that I wanted was unnecessary attention because of my weight. Getting in shape was something that was always in the back of my mind, but I just never knew what to do about it. I can remember literally daydreaming of how much better my life would be if I could just get in shape. If you want to build a body that gets you more confidence and attention when you walk outside, just DM me on Instagram and I'm happy to help you with that. I'll put my username on the screen right here, but also in the description. At this point in my life, I was a stereotypical fat kid. I was shy, insecure, and just played video games like every single day after school. I kept procrastinating with homework until the night before, like most of us did. I don't think there was a single day where I didn't feel conscious about the way that I looked. Whenever I would step outside, it would feel like every single person around me was just staring at me, even though that was far from the truth. I knew deep down that I had to do something about this, but I just didn't know where to start. So I started with watching fitness videos on YouTube. In just a couple of days, I was literally obsessed with watching fitness transformation videos, where they go from fat or skinny to now looking like a complete superhero. I could watch these videos for hours and hours every single day, and I remember thinking how badly I want to do the same transformation, but I just never took action on it. Now here's the problem. I had managed to trick my own brain into thinking that I was making progress, by watching these fitness videos over and over and over. I thought to myself that I was being more productive by watching these kinds of videos rather than wasting my time on like a Mr. Beast video, for example. In reality, however, I was still this fat kid who just played video games all day. The only change that I'd actually made was that I started binge watching fitness videos instead of entertainment videos. But that still didn't change the way my body looked. If I actually wanted to make a change and, improve my body for the better, I needed a strong reason why. Why do I want to get in shape in the first place? And why is it important to me? When you really think about this, you realize that you don't want to get in shape just for the sake of getting in shape. You usually have a deeper reason why. What I want you to do is to really think about this. Sit down with no distractions and just let your mind think. Why do I want to get in shape in the first place? What pain am I experiencing right now that getting in shape could fix for me? If it helps you, you can also write it down on a piece of paper. I don't know about you, but when I write things down, it gives me such a better understanding of what I'm thinking about instead of just letting it circle in my mind. For me personally, why I wanted to get in shape was because I was this fat, shy and insecure kid, right? I didn't get a lot of attention and I was this person who just kept to himself. I didn't want to get in shape just for the sake of being in shape. I wanted more confidence in myself. I wanted to be happy with the way that I looked. I didn't want to be this shy and closed off person anymore. I wanted more attention from people, not because I was overweight, but because I was looking good. These are the deeper reasons that I'm talking about. Don't filter yourself when it comes to this. Be as honest as possible, even if it hurts to think about. Maybe you got bullied when you were younger, or people made fun of you from the way that you looked. It was once I had a strong reason why that things started to go in the right direction for me. I stopped binge watching these fitness videos over and over, thinking that I was making progress. I instead started to take action on the things that were actually gonna change my life for the better. It became like this fire inside of me where I just had to do it for my younger self. I had to make my younger self proud of me. A strong reason why is so important because otherwise you will just stay the same. Change comes when the pain of staying the same is worse than the pain of change. Right now, it is painful for you to not have the body that you want, but it's not painful enough for you to actually do something about it. Once you discover your reason why you want to start and go deep with this, like I mentioned, that's when everything will completely change for you because the reasons themselves will motivate you enough to improve. To make your younger self proud. The second pillar that you need is patience. I know this might sound weird, so if I want to get in shape faster, I need to have patience. Hear me out on this. What I mean specifically is be patient with getting results. Be impatient with taking action. Now it makes more sense, right? Do you want to know how long it took me to start going to the gym after first thinking about getting in shape? It took me months. I just kept overthinking the decision every single day. Let me tell you something that is gonna sound so stupid when I say it, but at the time, that made complete sense in my mind. I thought to myself, before I could start going to the gym, I had to lose weight. I thought to myself that I was too fat to go to the gym, so I had to lose weight before I even started. So you're telling me that in order for you to go to a place where you literally improve your body for the better, you first need to lose some weight. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Even you can realize, right, that this is the most dumb excuse that you ever heard. Let me ask you a question. When you start doing something that you never done before, how do you get better at doing that thing? You get better at it by doing the actual thing, right? If I want to get better at getting in shape, then no amount of videos or thinking was gonna substitute for me doing the actual thing, right? I just had to get inside the gym and learn along the way. Either it's day one or one day. Taking action is the first step to becoming great at something. And having patience with the results, that's what's gonna keep you going. And this was something that I really struggled with at first. When I grew up, I was really impatient with everything in my life, right? If I was in class, for example, and I didn't get the solution to a problem right away, then I would just get so upset. Or if I didn't get the way that I wanted, right here, right now, then I could literally be frustrated until I went to bed. Going to the gym and getting in shape is what helped me with this. I had to realize, no matter if I wanted to or not, that the only way for me to get the results that I wanted is if I improved my patience. No amount of begging was gonna give me the body that I wanted. And I just had to put in the work that was necessary and be patient with the rest. Even if, let's say, someone could come and snap their fingers and give me the body that I wanted, I would know deep down that I didn't put in the work that was necessary and that I didn't even deserve the body to begin with. I like to have the mindset that someone who waits for something good, they can never wait for too long, because no matter the amount of time spent, the reward will always be worth it. So remember, be patient with getting results. Be impatient with taking action. The third and most important pillar that you need is consistency. Here's the truth. You can have the best workout plan in the entire world and the best diet to ever exist. But if you don't have consistency, they are just useless. Consistency is the number one thing that stops people from getting the body that they want. And this was me included at the time. When I first started working out, I thought to myself that if I just consume more videos about fitness, that I would get faster results. How to lose fat, how to gain muscle, how to do this diet and that diet, how to do this exercise. The only thing that this did for me was to make it more confusing. Once I started to dial back on the knowledge part and just stick to the basics, that's when everything completely changed for me. It makes complete sense when you think about it. There's no point in you learning these different diets and exercises if you can't even go to the gym consistently to begin with. That should be your primary focus before anything else. I like to think of it like building blocks. You have to finish building one block before you move on to the next. But if you don't have a strong foundation to begin with, no matter the good stuff that you put on top of it, it will all just fall. I didn't make progress for months because of this problem. I did everything great for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, but then I would just decide to quit and start again a few weeks later. And I always thought to myself, man, I put in all this hard work. Why am I not seeing a change in my body? This was the reason why. If you focus on being consistent at one thing, before you start adding new things on top, then I promise you that you will get the results that you want. Remember to DM me on Instagram if you want to build a body that gets you more confidence and attention when you walk outside. And I'm happy to help you with that. I'll put my username on the screen right here, but also in the description. If you want to follow along the journey of improving physically and mentally, then why not press subscribe? It's a win-win for both of us, and I'll see you in the next one.